We're gonna be famous. Hey everyone, welcome to Foil Friendly TCG. My name's Will, I'm your host for today, and I will be playing a Lickety Lips Reiju, piloted by my homie Josh from my local LGS, and I am playing Gecko Moria. So we roll for turn, I get a 9. Just a heads up, I totally lose every single roll for turn that I participated in today. It was awful. I think I went second every single game today. So he gets a 11, excuse me, and asks me, what do you want to normally do? And I'm like, Gecko usually goes first. So he chooses for me to go second. So that's great. So I draw a great mid-game hand here, but I don't really have much Slither Bark stuff in it, so I'm just a little concerned that I won't be able to fill my trash, and I mulligan, which proves to be a mistake. It puts me in a much worse position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get a Helmeppo, brand new, Suguru, Gecko, and a brand new. So, not good. Luckily, I am actually going second, so I can play my brand new, which I do. I grab Borsalino, which is good. I believe I drew Suru off turn here, so brand new is my only real play next turn, other than the Borsalino. But I really need more stuff in trash. I can't play that Absalom without basically destroying my trash. And luckily, he swings 8 at my life, so that tells me he has no stage, which is exactly what I wanted to hear. I have 2 Suru. I counter out here because I do want to protect my life in case I get nailed with multiple Ichiji's. I do consider this a bit of a life game, Reiju versus Gecko Moria. So I brand new. Get to Shigi, which is great. Because I believe I just used all of my 2Ks out of my hand. I love that Luffy Don, and he loved that Yamato Don, and they're determining where it came from right now, and it gets attached to my leader, and I leader effect. Or no leader effect, just 7 at life, trying to get cards out of his hand, and now I have 6 cards in trash, which is perfect. My hand still sucks. It's not good. He's at 4 Dawn now. 5 Dawn now, which is fine. And Ikaya's, which is a big tell. What did he do? He changes his play. This is fine. Our locals isn't too competitive. It was fine. I see what happened now. So he rests forward. I'm like, here he comes, but he puddings me at 5 cards in hand. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. I will definitely take a new hand. I don't shuffle because I forgot about her effect, but he didn't call me out on it, so that was fine. So then I get to actually draw for turn as well, and I'm at 6 Dawn. I want to get rid of this pudding. I don't want her swinging at me. And it looks like I also have Sindri. Probably just keep it as a 2K at this point. I don't really remember what happens here, so we'll just watch and find out. And yes, I Great Eruption. Draw a card. It's Lucci. Yes, and this is great. 2 on value brand new to just get him a swinger because I already have another one. It's okay if I swing. And then I believe I have to use leader effect to grab Absalom from trash. And trash 1, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I take a lot of time to usually decide these things. Perona. And I grab Absalom and KO. The reason why I trash Perona here is because I'm not really concerned with board state at the moment. You can definitely Ichiji me next turn, but that's fine if I have 5 life, which I do. specifically for that reason. I feel like it's very safe. Like, a lot of people would say, oh, don't trash the 2k. It's like, no, like, if I have like my cost reduction in hand and my KOing in trash, I'm definitely trashing a 2k instead of trashing my cost reduction. And I believe I have a Gecko in hand now, so I wasn't going to trash him either. I believe that was the right play. My philosophy with Gecko is that you always have KO effect, but you need to retain your cost reduction, because you don't always have that, especially when most of your cost reduction is events, and you can definitely mill from top deck a lot of them, which has happened before. So he just got staged, which is good for him. We are worried that you know, he drew the EGG. That's fine. I'm more worried about Niji. Niji is much more troublesome than EGG in this matchup, because he just knocks out all of my 4-cost characters. Obviously I don't play any rush, so I need them on board for my next turn, unless I'm blockering up with Sabo. Minus is brand new. This is actually a fun play. I really like this from him. I don't know if it was the right move, but I like seeing it. I've never seen a Kaya in my life swing, and that was just fun to see. And I just let it go because I'm not about to counter that. Okay, draw for turn. I'm just trying to figure out why I don't have enough Dawn right now, and then he's like, oh, you have it attached to Gecko. I was like, thank you so much. Object permanence is not with me at this moment. I am more concerned about these Nijis. That's all I'm really thinking about. I didn't even reset my Gecko. I think I do it in a moment. Yep, here we go. Yep. So I have Ice Age in hand for sure. So I swing 5 at life to get something out of his hand, or he takes. If he takes, it's very telling. That means he has the babies in hand and doesn't want to get rid of them. Ice Age to Ishiji, which is ideal. I know it seems like a mistake, but I need to not let him swing twice with a potential another EGG into life next turn, because I don't think I have any blockers. So we trash one from hand, which is good. So he misplays his hand, and he doesn't have a Dawn up, which he's a newer player, so it's okay. But he gave me all that info, so he has a searcher in hand and 3k counter, I believe that was. I think this is Judge turn, yeah. Yeah, it grabs Judge, plays Judge. It's a tough turn for him because he doesn't have Niji. Because he can swing into Absalom, put my Perona back to hand, or ideally my Lucci. But I still have quite a bit on board to deal with him, and the only thing that makes sense to minus is Absalom, and I can just bring that back from trash. So I'm in a really good place. So he plays Pot of Greed, excuse me, Reiju and Ichiji's minus Absalom, which is totally cool. If he gets rid of that, I can just bring it back from trash. And at this point, I'm pretty much chilling. I'm pretty happy with board state. He's at 1 life, and with this, if I swing into him next round, I'm really just trying to mill his hand out. And I just let the Absalom go, and I think I just take all of my life that he gives me. I look at his trash before I decide to take life, and I see he has no big Nijis, so I'm cool with that. That's fine. And I do decide to counter out because I know I can play Sabo this turn with 3 life if I'm not able to remove anything off of his board. I will be A-okay. Let me go 5 at life. I don't know what's in my hand actually right now. I think I'm trying to clear board a little bit in case I don't have it. Obviously, I don't know what's in his hand, so I decide to Ice Age the Ichiji. So I leader ability after Ice Aging. And I trash Sabo because I had another one in hand. And I KO his Ichiji. And I still have 5 down up. I believe or 6 down up. I had Sabo in hand, so I chill out and just relax pretty much at this point. And I'm like, I got it. He can swing into Perona and Lucci, which is fine. And then I can just let him play a Yonji, which is fine. I have another Absalom in trash. I just swing 8 with my leader, and then 8-9, I believe. And then I got him. So he gets the 2k, which is fine. He's looking for Niji this whole time. He just doesn't manage to find him, which is a bummer. So he rests 4 for Ichiji, gets him back from trash. He minuses the Perona, then minuses the Absalom, and then ends up minusing the Sabo, which is fine. If that's his final choice, that's totally cool. Because if he swings here at my Lucci or at my Perona, I will probably just let them go, and then I have all the life in the world to work with. And if he chooses to go for life, I think I just decide to take, because then I have 4 swingers on board, in which I would have blocked with Sabo at a certain point and countered out of one of the hits. So he rests 1 Dawn here. I think he was trying to search, and then he's just deciding, wait, did I return the Dawn? Do I have this Dawn? And we're like, I think we inevitably find out that, yeah, he does in fact have it up, which is fine. So I'm like, okay, it's 2 Dawns, so we can do 6, 7, 5, 5, 8. And I have the counter in hand for one of those. So I just decided to let the life go, and I trigger Great Eruption to get 1 out of his hand, which is awesome. We love to see it. So he trashes Reiju. I'm thinking like he could play a Reiju now if he has it, which would be really good for him. But I think the better choice would be to put 2 on Baby Niji here. But he decides to do... let's see what he decides to do here. If he does go through with the 6, and I'm like, perfect, that's fine. Yep. 7 of life I just take. Or I decide to take inevitably. And then 8 at life with Judge, I just block. And then I think we have a pretty easily mathed out endgame here. Out of those 3 life too, I was like, well, if they are both 2Ks, or if I get one more 2K, I could actually just counter the Judge and not lose Sabo as well. He's just deciding whether or not he wants to swing with Judge, and at this point, it is the right thing to do. He should swing at a character, though. And he gets rid of Kaya from his hand, which might have been more helpful at the end of the day, but he's searching out something here just to see if he can mill for, I guess, 2Ks, which would be more helpful than what's in his hand right now, because he has 1 Dawn up. So I go, 9, and then the rest on Absalom, and that's game.